Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Probably Plays YouTube channel. Today is Friday, August 16th, and I'm back breaking down the Friday slated games in the MLB. We're going to be looking at the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the Tampa Bay Rays as the first play of the day. And the best play of the day is going to be a match between my Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Two total game picks for Friday's slate with four player props and the two best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Friday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's take a look at this recap from Thursday night. I can't pick a game pick to save my life, but damn, can I pick some player props? 2-0 day on the player props, really all that matters for the best bets. 2-1 day on the best bets. Dodgers on the first 5.5 miles, 3-3 tie at the end of the fifth inning, so we did not cash that one. Mitchell Parker, under 15.5 outs against the Phillies. He was horrible. He went 3 innings, gave up 8. Yeah, gave up 8 runs in that game to the Phillies. And Anthony Santander almost hit a home run, hit a double, though, to left center field, and I believe it was the fifth inning in that game going up against the Red Sox. So 2-1 on the best bets there. 0-3 down the graphic plays. We've seen better days here. Braves money line, not a good pick at all going up against the Giants. Ohtani had a single in his second at-bat, nothing after that. And then Marcell Ozuna, single in his third at-bat, nothing after that going up against Logan Webb, who pitched another gem today of a game going up against the Braves. 2-1 day again on the best bets, 2-1 on the player props, 0-1 on the game picks. Still looking for that sweep. Haven't had one in a couple days. We're going to get one today. I feel it. We're going to look at the Tampa Bay Rays here going up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rays, they got a little bit worse after the All-Star break and after the trade deadline, sending away some players. But they have been able to be competitive in a lot of their games over the last several, especially going up against the Astros. But I don't think any of that's going to matter because the way the Arizona Diamondbacks have been playing since the All-Star break, it's been impressive to say the least. The best team in baseball since the All-Star break, it has been the D-backs. They are 20-5 since the break, and they've also won 8 series since the break. They have been playing against some pretty good teams as well, taking down the Guardians in a series, the best team by record-wise this season in baseball, and the Philadelphia Phillies, the second best team in the NL this season. They are still 2 games back in that very impressive NL West with the Dodgers, Padres, and the Diamondbacks. And I'll even throw the Giants in there. Hell with it. They're above 500 on the season as well. The D-backs are playing some really good baseball. I'm going to take them in this game on the money line. I feel like we're getting a really good discount at minus 115. The Rays are going to be throwing out Ryan Pepio. And yes, I'm being told from multiple sources that T at the end, it is a silent T. So Pepio is his name, regardless of how you pronounce it. He's been very good for the Rays over the last 5 games, giving up no more than 2 runs in any of those games. He's coming in with a 3.92 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP, which are pretty good numbers on the season. But this 5-game stretch has been very impressive to watch, especially going up against some really good teams, including the Yankees, Guardians, and the Royals. The D-backs, they will have their hands full trying to get some runs on the board, but if there's anything I've learned about watching the Diamondbacks, they are never out of any games. Is the best team in baseball putting up runs on the board. They're scoring 5.28 runs per game, and they will find a way to put up runs in this game. And Tampa Bay on the season, they have struggled to put up runs. And going up against Ray Nelson, it might be a little easier, but Nelson for the D-backs has been better over the last several games. He still has some games where he gives up 3+ runs, but he's done that in only 4 of the last 10 games. He's pitching pretty well right now for the squad. In his last game going up against the Phillies, a very good team, he was able to go 7+ innings, only giving up 3 hits in that game, 2 runs allowed, striking out 9. I think if he does that again in this game, the D-backs will have at least 3+ runs by the time he gets to the 7th inning. Just give me the same exact performance as last game, Ray Nelson. The D-backs should take this one easily. Give me the D-backs here on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, I'm going back to the big man, Josh Bell, over 1.5 bases going up against the Rays. Josh Bell was acquired on the trade deadline to be like a DH guy, give Christian Walker some days off at first base. But now Christian Walker, he's been on that injury list for quite some time, and Josh Bell is taking advantage. He's obviously not going to take the place of Christian Walker, but he's doing a pretty good job filling in for him right now. The numbers for Bell this season, going up against right-handed pitching, they've been pretty good, coming in with a 253 batting average, 14 doubles, 2 triples, 12 home runs on the year. Ever since coming over the D-backs, he has been very good for them. He's already picked up 11 runs, 15 hits, and the biggest thing is 9 RBIs and 4 home runs in just 12 games. He has been producing at a very high rate for them, and I expect that to continue going up against the Rays. Give me his over 1.5 bases as the play there. Let's go over to the best play of the day. We're going to be looking at my Washington Nationals going up against the fighting Phillies. Yesterday, after I got home, I was able to catch the Washington Nationals start the game going up against the Phillies. It was your typical great start for the Nats, striking out 3 in a row in the top half with our bats. And then our guy, Mitchell Parker, he went out there again, a rookie. Let's keep in mind he's a rookie pitcher. He went out there, gave up 5 consecutive hits, giving up 4 runs in the first inning, 2 home runs, arguably one of the best hitting teams in baseball. I saw the first inning. I proceeded to go outside, collect acorns, started throwing them at trees to try to gain some accuracy for when I go to D.C. and try out for a starting pitching role in the organization. But Mitchell Parker, in the entire game, he had a very bad first inning, a very bad 4th inning, but in between, you could tell he's going to be special. He's going to be special in the future. He had 2 separate occasions in this game against the Phillies that he gave up 5 hits in a row and he gave up 4 runs off of those 5 hits twice. So 10 total hits, 8 total runs. In total, it was just your typical day of being a Nationals fan, watching basically a horror movie in the first inning and the fourth inning. And I really would rather not watch this game because at some point your brain just starts to decay watching the Nationals play this many times in a row. But I'm going to watch them tomorrow. And I'm going to take the Phillies, though, to go over the team total over 5.5. We have the boss level of suicidal thoughts on the mound, Patrick Corbin in this game. And whenever he goes out there, you better have a strong drink right beside you because he will make you ponder on life. The numbers for him this season, they've been great. 5.98 ERA with a 1.56 whip, 12 losses on the year, only 2 total wins, giving up 87 runs in 24 games. He's coming into this game against the Phillies, giving up 3+ runs in 8 of the last 9 games. And over the last 3 games alone, he's given up 28 hits, 19 runs, and 4 home runs. The Phillies this season are the second best team in baseball going up against left-handed pitching. And everybody in baseball this season has been the best hitting team going up against Patrick Corbin. I jokingly say this about Patrick Corbin whenever he's on the mound, that if he has a good start, it's the opposing team's fault for having a bad hitting day, and it's no longer a joke. If the Phillies struggle in this game, it's their fault. It's not Patrick Corbin's fault. If you want to take a game pick in this one, you're going to be taking the Philadelphia Phillies because they have Aaron Nola on the mound. The Nationals, I strongly believe they will have to score 8+ runs in this game if they want to get a win with Patrick Corbin on the mound. So I'm going to take the team total on this one, over 5.5, play it up to whatever the hell it comes out at. Going up against Patrick Corbin, I'll play this up to 7.5, 8.5. I don't care. Give me the over team total for the Phillies as the play there. For the player prop on the screen, we're going to be taking Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies to go over 1.5 bases. This is a very heavy Philadelphia Phillies day, and you're going to see that on the player prop side as well. But the numbers for Kyle this season, they're very lopsided, having a batting average of 333 going up against left-handed pitching, which is typically something you don't see in a left-on-left matchup. But for some reason, Kyle Schwarber, he loves left-handed pitching. I'm going to take him in this game to go over 1.5 bases, possibly hit a home run this one. He has double-digit home runs on the season going up against lefties on the year. He does have far less batting attempts going up against left-handed pitching, but the numbers are still there. 14 extra base hits, 10 home runs, having a slugging percentage of nearly 600. I like him in this game going up against Patrick Corbin. Over 1.5 bases as one of the graphic plays there. Let's go over, and we are going to be looking at the Philadelphia Phillies. Once again, we're going to stay with them. Alec Boehm over 1.5 bases going up against the Nationals. This play honestly might come out at over 2.5. Usually, we don't see that unless we're playing in Colorado, but with the way Patrick Corbin has been pitching lately, there's no telling what the book is going to do. I'm comfortable playing this up to over 4 bases because I do think we're going to see Alec Boehm have another home run, possibly have a couple doubles in this game, both ripped down the left field line. Alec Boehm on the season going up against left-handed pitching has a batting average of 279 this season. Getting the left against right matchup in this game is really good for us. The big thing for Alec Boehm this season has been his ability to hit doubles. I do think we're going to see another couple doubles in this game going up against Patrick Corbin, who gives up extra base hits religiously on the year. Boehm on the year, 43 doubles, 12 home runs. He actually has 13 home runs now because they hit a home run in the first inning going up against Mitchell Parker. And if you gave Alec Boehm the same at-bats going up against left-handed pitching than he did right-handed pitching, he would have a total of 36 doubles going up against lefties alone. We also have to take into account that this is Patrick Corbin. It's not a typical left-handed pitcher in the MLB. Corbin, he's been throwing meatballs the entire season. Whenever I talked about that slider, the last time I broke him down, it's been getting worse and worse and worse year by year. It is now one of the worst pitchers in baseball, and Alec Boehm has a batting average of 359 going up against sliders this season. He's also been very good against the sinker, having a 285 batting average. We're going to see those two pitches nearly 70% of the time in this game. I love the play here. I love all the Phillies. Give me the over 1.5 base for Alec Boehm as the play. For the pitching prop tonight, we are going to be looking at another familiar face, Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates, to go under 1.5 runs going up against the Mariners. Over the last couple starts, we've actually seen Paul Skeens is human, and it is tough to pitch in the major league level. He still has some really good numbers on the year. He's just had a couple hiccups going up against some really good teams over the last couple starts. He's now coming in with a 2.25 ERA, but again, he's had some trouble going up against the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, and Astros over the last 3 games. He did pitch well against the Diamondbacks and the Astros, but against the Dodgers, he found himself in some trouble pretty early in that game. He gave up 2 runs or less in the 2 previous games, but against the Dodgers, he gave up 6 hits, 4 runs in total, allowed a home run in that game to Teoscar Hernandez, a solo shot. Most of the damage was done by those players, Teoscar Hernandez and Gavin Lux, who had 3 RBIs in that game. But I do think we're going to see Paul Skeens get back to his normal self in this game, going up against one of the worst teams in baseball at hitting this season. The Seattle Mariners will be the opponent in this game, and they have the second worst batting average going up against right-handed pitching. It's sitting at 220 on the season. This team, they did go get some help at the trade deadline, bringing in Randy Arozarena and Justin Turner. It has helped just a little bit, but we haven't seen a major lift in production out of that lineup, and I really don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. This team, they just simply can't hit. They can't hit the baseball. Having Julio Rodriguez back in that lineup, bringing in a couple players to help, it has helped a little bit. Hopefully in the postseason by then, and they'll start to click with the bats because the Mariners, they do have a really good pitching rotation. But right now, the Mariners. They have not been very good. They're one of the worst teams in baseball at striking out as well. Actually, they are the worst team at striking out 11 times per game. Paul Skeens, he has the perfect setup in this one. If you want to take the strikeouts, go for it. He should easily get double-digit strikeouts, probably giving up 1 run or no runs, and what I think is going to be a huge bounce-back game after that Dodgers start. Give me his under 1.5 runs here as the play. Let's go over to the graphic recap. We are going to be looking at the D-backs on the money line going up against the Rays. Josh Bell over 1.5 base going up against the Rays as well. Kyle Schwarber over 1.5 base going up against my Nats. Phillies team total over whatever it is. 5.5 is what I have it at right now. Alec Bohm over 1.5 bases going up against the Nats. Again, huge Phillies day to day. And then Paul Skeens under 1.5 runs going up against the Mariners. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Friday, August 16th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.